So you might now want to add some intelligence to this table. For example, I've added an extra column to this table that we saw previous, and I've added sales. And what I might want to do is sum those sales. So we can do this in Word. So I'm just going to add a new row just by pressing the tab. And I'm going to come up here and I'm going to write total. And press tab, 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 tab. And then here, I'm going to click on the layout at the very top and then click formula. And automatically I've got the option of sum above. And I can also choose what format I want that in. Just going to leave it, there we go, like that, and click OK. You can now see that it's automatically summed the information above. So this is great. And I can apply a bit of formatting just here perhaps. There we go. So this is one way you can do it, but could you imagine that perhaps this table someone wants to come in and update? Let's perhaps remove one of these totals and watch that 461,000. If I make it 0 now, this number hasn't been updated, so that's a little bit dangerous. I can click on it, right click, and update the field, and it will automatically update. But perhaps I want to do a bit more complex mathematics as well. So if that's the case, I might want to then insert a different type of table, but actually embed an Excel spreadsheet. So I'm going to click Insert Excel Spreadsheet. Now what actually has happened is Word has now loaded up Microsoft Excel and embedded it here. So in order to move all of this information, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come back into Word. Every time I click in the Excel or into the Word, you will see which program I'm in. So I'm back in Word. I'm going to click up here and I'm going to right click and I'm going to copy. And now I'm going to come back here into Excel and I double click and that now takes me into the program Excel. And this ribbon up here is now based on the Excel ribbon. And I'm going to paste that information in by right clicking, and I can either paste keeping the source formatting. There we go. And so now what I can do is, this of course is now using the skills of Excel rather than using the skills of Word. So you'd need to take our 0 to Hero Excel course, but I'm just going to move these cells along here. There we go. And this column here, what I'd now do is I could just come up to here, and of course this is Excel's ribbon that I'm looking at. I'm just going to click Auto Sum and then click Enter. There we go. Now if I want to, of course, make this table a little bit smaller and only have those cells that I can see right here, here we go. Just move the mouse onto the black dot. There we go. I think that looks good. And when I'm finished with this, all I need to do is click back into the Word. When I click back in Word, you will see that there's a little bit of formatting going on, but in fact now I'm back to the Word document. Here we go. So one of the things you'll notice is the formatting's a little bit different. When I select any of the information here, you don't see the actual table, whereas if I click the table up here, you can now see the design and layout. If I want to do any formatting to this table, I need to double click on it again. And there we go. And for some reason, it didn't quite show the top row, so let's just come out a little bit more. That's a bit better. And once I'm happy with that, I can now delete the original table and come up to here, come into the layout, delete table. Of course, now if ever I update this cell, I just double click, it takes me back into the Excel program. I can update this number, 96,000, and you'll see this number will automatically update. Come out again, and I'm back into Word. So a different way of achieving the same task, but of course if you're using Excel and embedding Excel, it means you've got the power of Excel. And if you do our Zero to Hero Excel training program, you'll see how great that power is. As usual, give it a go.